We are a venture capital fund leveraging the global alumni ecosystem. In the first year itself, we reached to over 75,000 alumni, and we onboarded them through our platform, IvyCap.
We have combined it with some of the finest entrepreneurial talent and alumni expertise to create some of the finest companies in respective domains and deliver great returns for our investors.
We have created a culture and taken the necessary steps to ensure every employee knows how they fulfill the mission, achieve the vision, and take steps to execute the company strategies as part of their daily job.
We at State Bank of India feel proud to be associated with the startup ecosystem. IvyCap actually provides a very unique ecosystem. It has got the fund at its core. So that way it actually nurtures the ecosystem relating to the startups. IvyCap is one of our favorite partners where we are investing, and we are also doing the co-investment with the help of IvyCap.
We started with the passion to create the endowment ecosystem in India.
Since the inception stage of this fund, IvyCap, under the leadership of Vikram Gupta, had a major role in setting up the fund.
What differentiates IvyCap from all other funds around that time? It's a very unique philosophy. There was this passion to give back to the institutes, to give back to the IITs, the IIMs, and that is what really differentiated the fund from all other funds.
IvyCap platform, which engages with startups at very early stages, right from the seed stages, to create a very strong deal pipeline.
On our platform, we have over 3,000 curated startups across our engagement models. We work with institutes, investors, alumni, domain experts
to help startups in building, testing, and marketing high potential solutions that we believe will add value in the ecosystem, and also to create a high quality deal pipeline for IvyCap.
We at IvyCap Ventures are again looking to partner with the founders who are solving real problems of the world, whether it is related to healthcare tech, climate tech, or e-commerce.
IvyCap is an ecosystem itself. It's not just about the partners. I think there are many functions within IvyCap, and they work towards every company to upgrading them.
Very nicely remember Vikram had once said an idea that Snape, you should probably think of making a personality out of Miko the robot. With that idea, we gave it some thought, and then over a few months later, we tied up with Moonbug. They're making Miko's own web series. So this entire thought process, so it's a constant medium of constructive interactions that we have with both Ashish and Vikram.
So IvyCap joined our board in 2015 when they first invested in us. Since then, they have been a very strong support to Bluestone. They have supported us through very tough times also, for which I appreciate them greatly. So at strategic level also, I would say that IvyCap has added tremendously to Bluestone's success.
As an entrepreneur, you always dream about getting access to a pool of qualified folks. For example, we connected with an artificial intelligence expert based in US while developing some of the algorithms at FTCash. This would not have been possible if we were on our own. So the mentorship program actually helped us enable it, and it's actually pretty cool and awesome.
The mentorship program, which helps give back to the portfolio companies their skills, their passion, their understanding, their leadership, and their ability to bring resources on the table. This has been enormously helpful to the startup ecosystem in which IvyCap has invested in.
Purple in our fund one was actually a dragon, which created more than 1x return of the entire fund. And of course, overall returns of the fund have been really great.
So our association with IvyCap Ventures goes back to 2014. This was our first large institutional check. IvyCap invested 15 crores in our company in 2015 January, and also exited that investment in 2021 for about 330 crores.
We are quite determined to be that dragon company for IvyCap. I think we'll have to make it even more rewarding for all of us.
The way IvyCap works, or at least the way I have realized it, is that along the journey that you sort of transcend with them, they give you the nudges, they give you the pushes, I think the way I look at it, it's akin to picking up rough diamonds, sharpening out the edges so that, well, you try to become shining diamonds.
I believe our performance is largely attributable to our approach, which is based on the alumni platform that fosters passionate engagement with the alumni of the IITs and the IIMs and other top institutions across the country.
We aspire to take IvyCap to the global markets, making it one of the largest and most value-creating venture capital funds around the world, coming from India.
Over to you, Vikram.
Thank you. All right, so thank you so much. I think, first of all, let me thank everyone who are here, taking time on a Saturday to come here personally attend this program. And of course, we have a large number of people actually attending online. So we're experimenting for the first time to do this as a hybrid model. And I think we are quite excited for this entire day. So thank you so much for that. So there is a reason why we kept the theme of today as Thunder of Dragons. And as Mr. Pillai mentioned this morning, what do we really mean by dragons? And I think we barely started understanding terms like unicorn. And many people asked us, what do you really mean by a dragon? In fact, I myself learned this term only very recently. In fact, one of the other VCs in a panel told me that, you guys have created India's first dragon. And then they explained to me what dragon really means. So it's basically, a company which is actually returns more than 1x return of the entire fund. But I think it doesn't stop there. Actually, it's quite interesting. It's also a mindset. It's actually, also about value and not valuation. I think this is something very important that, as a concept, very important to understand. It's about capital efficiency. I think you'll notice that, in fact, across our portfolio, very similar mindset. That's what differentiates us in terms of this whole thought process of thinking about value and not valuation. We've grown over time. This is our 11th year. And as you can see, we are, a big team now. As you can see, almost about 35 people now in the team who actually, recently we had this offsite in Goa, really had lots of fun. And the other interesting thing in our team is that almost 50% of our team is women, actually. So, this is something which, we actually discovered over time that, yes, that's how it was. So that's, we actually feel very good because of that. Very, very happy and proud to say that our board members actually have been there right from day one. Thanks to each one of our board members who actually very passionately, worked like entrepreneurs themselves and really guided us right through this journey. So we wouldn't be here without them. And of course, this is the key leadership team. And of course, Vishal couldn't be here in person. He's joining us online. He's based in San Francisco. Interesting part is that all 5 of us are actually in different geographies. I'm in Mumbai, Ashish is in Singapore, Anju is in Bangalore, Vishal is in the US, and Tej is in Delhi. So I think that's the interesting piece as well. So of course, we feel very proud today with the kind of team we have. All this has led to some very interesting, update of where we are today. So today we've become the largest homegrown venture capital fund in India. We've achieved that, with the support of the investors we have, thanks to our institutional investors, the IIT alumni trust investors, and of course now lots of families now also coming this time in our Fund 3. Today we are AUM of over 4,000 crores with over now 25 Indian institutions as our investors. Of course, the IIT IIM Alumni Trust has been our anchor investor right from day one. And
The endowment integration actually we did right from our conceptualization stage itself. The idea of giving back from the profits of the funds created to the educational ecosystem. We started right in the year 2011, an idea that finally led to the formation of India's first endowment fund at IIT Delhi, which again very passionately supported by the IvyCap team. And following that, we have, of course, quite a few other education institutions in India who've actually now set up their endowment funds of similar lines. And of course, the first of its kind mentorship model. We have actually built a model where a large number of alumni actually dedicated their 1 day minimum a month to actually work with our portfolio companies or support the team at large. And big thanks to them as well to support this model. In fact, the value that gets accrued to the mentor trust actually, interestingly, is also going back as endowment, which is again a big thing, which in fact we've seen recently when we distributed most of this endowment, most of the mentorship value back to the mentors. It actually went back to their alma maters. And of course, something we have started working very passionately is the sustainability at its core. So in fact, we've recently got a Fendoro team on board with Smita at the center of it to make sure that each of our companies that we invest in actually goes through this entire cycle of understanding of sustainable development goals, an ESG framework to make sure that we comply to that. So this is something that we feel really proud of. We aspire to be the most admired and the largest global venture capital fund of India. So that's what we want to do. And I think we are going in that direction. So with all your support and your blessings, I think we are making headway in that direction. So thank you once again. Really appreciate your time this morning and for this day. And thanks to everyone who's watching us live online to really connect with us and really look forward to your support going forward. Thank you so much.